Hello friends, I hope you're all doing good. I would like to congratulate all those people who have cleared their CA intermediate examination. So a heartily congratulations from my side. I got a lot of messages today that people have cleared their examination. Though I take my part of your syllabus covers only 40 marks in your examination, but still when people send me messages that sir, the paper we could clear taxation only because of GST, or sir this paper was very easy just because of you, I feel very proud. I contribute only 40 marks in your examination, but yeah, maybe it makes a difference. Now for all those who were not able to clear their examination, please don't feel bad about it. See, you should be proud that you were one among those people who had that courage to go and write the examination. There were many students just like you, okay, there were many students just like you who could not step out their house because they were scared of the situation. As we all know, there was a very bad situation last year. So even during that COVID situation, if you are stepping outside your house and if you are writing that examination, that shows that you are actually risking your life, you are actually interested in this course, you are not doing this for your time pass purpose, etc. This shows that how much love you have towards this degree, whether it is a CA degree, CS degree, or CMA degree. It shows that how much love you have towards this degree. So please, I would personally like to thank you for at least going and trying and writing the examination. See, not every day is a good day for us. Maybe this attempt was not something which was made for us. There is always another attempt which is coming for us. Only thing is that we should never be demotivated by seeing our results. Okay, if not this attempt, let us try, let us work harder, let us put our efforts, double our efforts now, and make sure that we achieve the success which we could not achieve. I would like to show you a small video. Okay, in this video you will be able to see that, okay, I think it may take Lime Ludo. Okay, so you would have seen that people who are into this horse race, etc., the master who is on the horse, the jockey, they normally call as jockey, that person keeps on hitting the horse, keeps on hitting. Once the race started, the person keeps on hitting the horse, he keeps on hitting the horse. The horse is always under an intention that why my master is hitting me, he's sitting on me, I am helping him move forward, why is he hitting me, if I fall down he will be killed, etc., he may fell down, he may be injured. The horse keeps on thinking that, but still the master keeps on hitting it very harder. You would have seen in that horse race, the master keeps on hitting the horse very harder. Now in this situation, the horse is not understanding one thing over here, is that the master is hitting the horse so that he can help this horse move little faster than other horses. Similar to this, even in our life, God may give us a lot of problems, or you may face a lot of problems in your life when you are doing different activities. It can be anything. See, I would like to tell that this CA, CS, CMA, it is just part of your life. It is just one portion of your life that is taking you towards the career, etc. But there are many other things which you may face in your life. See, this is just a small problem. Okay, one result has come. See, at this stage, but it is a very big problem. If I am telling that this is a small problem, I am telling it because I have already faced such kind of situation. Even I had given my exams, even I could not clear it in first attempt, etc. But still, I have gone through all those situations, and now I am at such stage of life wherein we face different problems. Okay, we face different problems. If you see this horse, see, when the horse race is happening, see over here, all these people are hitting that horse, now the horse is not understanding one thing over here, that my master is actually hitting me so that I can run even more faster and win the race. The master is not hitting the horse because he is angry with the horse. The master is actually hitting the horse so that he can make this horse win, Just like that, even in our life, if we are facing any problems, you should be happy that yes, you are going to win it. Say like last year COVID also, if we have survived this period, if we are healthy enough, then that was an achievement for us. That was one of the biggest achievement for us during last year. Similarly, this examination, if you could not clear, don't worry, not a problem. Next exam is going to come after 2 months or 3 months. Now we'll write examination over there. We'll make sure that we double our efforts. Now we work very hard, we revise our syllabus a lot of times, and we clear this examination. There are some quotes which I just saw on the, okay, some quotes are there. See, you only fail when you stop trying. So until and unless you are trying, no, you are never failing. Okay, like you recently in this January only, you would have seen that Elon Musk became the richest person in the world. Now we all know the story of Elon Musk. It is not that overnight he became a richest person. Elon Musk says, see, everyone has same number of 24 hours in their life. Now there are people who work for 10 hours, but if I can work for 20 hours, then I will be able to achieve my goal faster than that other person. There are people who are actually doing the same kind of work which Elon Musk is doing, but what he says is, as we all have 24 hours, I may not be equipped enough like that other person. I may not be, well, say there is a person who maybe he has, his brains are very, he is very smart. Whatever he reads, in just a glance he can keep it in his mind. He does not have to revise anything. There are rank holders, there are many people. Whether you are a rank holder or a normal person, you will have the same 24 hours. You will have the same 24 hours. It is the same material which you are studying, the rank holder is also studying. But what is the difference which because of which he is able to get the rank, or he is able to clear his examination with good marks, and why are we not able to clear? That is because of their little extra effect which they put. This effect can be in any manner. Okay, that effect need not be only in the study manner. It is the concentration which they are studying. Say while they are studying, they don't look at any mobile, or they don't have any other distraction. They make sure that they are away from everything and they are just concentrating on studies. So just like that, see, many people are there. Okay, not only, I mean, I'm just taking one example of Elon Musk. There are lot of people who have failed in their life, and actually the failure is one step, failure is getting you one step closer to the success. Just keep that in mind. Make sure that the failure which you have got in your life, you keep it as a step, and you climb the mountain day by day. There are many other quotes which which are there, which you can see anyways. Push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. Like see, because of okay, I just now remembered a quote which I used to which kept me motivated during my exam days. There was one girl who had told this. She was very good at her studies. She cleared all her examinations in first attempt. She had come, because she has cleared her attempt, she had come to share her experience. She had told one beautiful line which actually touched my heart, and which I keep on telling to my students also. She said in Kannada, say, ನಮ್ ಸ್ವರ್ಗ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇ ಸಾಯ್ಬೇಕು. What this line means is, if I want to go to heaven, then I will only have to die. See, this line has a beautiful meaning. अगर मुझे स्वर्ग में जाना है तो मुझे ही मरना पड़ेगा. Meaning, if I want that happiness of heaven, or if I want to reach heaven, it is me who will have to die. If someone else is dying, it does not mean that I will go to heaven. Similarly, if I want this degree, if I want to achieve any success in life, I will have to put that efforts. I will have to work harder. I will have to make sure that I double my efforts. I will have to make sure that my revisions are very clear cut. I will have to make sure that the subject which I am studying are studied by me on repeated basis, because I feel personally that it is only the revision which is going to help you succeed in your life. As I keep on telling my students in my classroom, I am actually an average student, not even average, below average students. The only reason why I could complete this CA course is because of my revision. See, I'll just tell you, okay, for example, you take example of Sachin. Why do people call him as God of cricket? Why do people call Sachin as God of cricket? There are other people also who are playing cricket, like, right? There are people who came before Sachin, but still Sachin is only called as God of cricket. What is that reason? You see Sachin, no, see his dedication towards that game. There is one game which he played in 1989, somewhere during that time, wherein there was a ball which hit his nose. He fell down. He was unconscious. He was completely bleeding. This story was told by Navjot Singh Sidhu, who was playing opposite to Sachin during that match. Now he was bleeding so much. He was just 16 years old at that point of time, playing international match. When he was playing this game, no, when he was bleeding, etc., Sidhu came and other team members all came to Sachin and told Sachin, yaar, now you are totally injured. You please go. You have a seat. You don't play this match. But then at that point of time also, when he was bleeding so much, he told one thing: "मैं खेलेगा." He told that I am going to play this match. I am going to play this match. And you won't believe, in that match he played, and the Sidhu who was playing opposite to him, he was so motivated with that his words that he scored century in that match. He scored century in that match. Sachin is not called as god of cricket just because he is playing cricket. There are other people also who playing cricket, but his efforts, his involvement in the game, his love towards the game makes him god of cricket. It is not that you would have seen other players also telling that, see, even though he has completed around 30 years or 40 years in the cricket life, still before playing any match they practice. Still going to before playing any match they would have faced all the different types of balls which are there. Okay, Sachin, see, from the age of 16 he's playing cricket. Don't you think he would have faced all the different types of balls, whether it is a spin ball, leg spin, off spin, fast ball, Yorker ball, etc.? He would have faced everything in life. But still, when you ask him, how are you still successful, how are you still maintaining this position of being the best player in the world, he says, before every match, people only see what I play in the 2 hours of the match which I play, or 3 hours of the match, but they don't see my efforts which I put before be starting to play this match. So it is the efforts which you are putting before your examination. Your examination is only of 3 hours. What you write in that 3 hours will be decided by your efforts which has been put by you during the period before your examination. If the efforts are right, the result should definitely be right. If the efforts are right, result should definitely be right. So make sure that, I would personally say, please don't be motivated, please don't be demotivated with your results. It is just one part of your life. Even I took many attempts to clear my CA. So just like that, see, if I can do it, I feel anybody on this earth can do it, because I was an average student. Only reason I could clear is my revision. I'll just give a small understanding of how this revision works. Say some paper is for 100 marks, okay? There is a paper for 100 marks. Now, we'll take an example, we'll take some timeline. Say for example, you have 3 months from now. If I take, you have 3 months for your examination, and if you are able to complete we'll take one paper only, say for example taxation only. Now you have 3 months for examination. Last 1 month of your examination should be only for revision purpose. Last 1 month should only be for revision purpose. So the next 2 months are the months which you should apply for your studies. Say during this 2 months period, you are able to complete only 80% of your syllabus. Okay, you are able to complete only 80% of your syllabus. I am talking about you are able to complete only 80% of studying your syllabus. Okay, only 80% of studying of your syllabus. So that means what? You have completed something worth 80 marks, something worth worth 80 marks. Now, if you revise this 80 marks, tell me, if you revise this 80 marks for 3 times, if you revise the same 80 marks for 4 times, if you revise the same 80 marks for 5 times, don't you think this is going to fit your mind? Don't you think this is going to be registered in your mind? Now, say you're very confident about this 80 marks. There are 2 types of student. One student who reads entire 100 marks and goes to the examination, and one student who was able to complete only 80 marks. But this 80 marks, he is 100% sure of this 80 marks, and the other students who had studied for 80 marks is 80% sure about those who had studied 100 marks of the syllabus. Here and there he has some problem. He is 80% sure. He is 80% sure, or he is 70% sure. We'll take 70% because the calculation will be same. or else in both the cases. Assuming this person is 70% sure of his syllabus, whatever he has studied, he has completed the entire syllabus, he has completed studying the entire syllabus, but he is confident only with 70%, because when you are studying everything, there may be something which you will remember. When you are studying the 5th chapter, you may forget the 1st chapter. When you are studying the 8th chapter, you may forget the 5th chapter. So one person has studied only 80% of the syllabus and he is very confident, 100% confident on it, and there is another person who has studied 100% of his syllabus but he is only 70% confident on it. So he will be able to write how much marks paper, sir? In examination he will be able to write 70 marks paper, and the other person is going to write the person who has completed 80 marks, 100% of 80 marks, is going to write 80 marks in the examination, and the other person is going to write 70 marks. Now out of this, again filtering will happen. Whatever you are writing in examination, it is not true that you will get full marks, correct? No. Say you have written 80 marks, but do you think you will get 80 marks? Do you think you will get 80 marks? This person who has written for 80 marks, assuming both the persons who have written their examination get the same amount of the correction, the same person is correcting their paper, and that person who is correcting their paper gives 60% marking. Okay, they give 60% marking. Now this person who has written for 80 marks, 60% in the sense, though you write 80 marks, there are some the evaluator will cut 1 or 2 marks in each and every question. So assuming you get 60% of what you have written, so this person is going to get 48 marks in the examination, and the other person is going to get how much? 42 marks in the examination. Now see, we are taking this on a prudent basis that 60% is something which you are going to get, but if you see, if you are a person who is able to complete one part of syllabus, and if you are completely revising it, and you are 100% sure of that, please note we have taken only 60% marking, okay, 60%, but if you are 100% sure, the person in the first category will have more chances of clearing the examination when compared to the other person, because that other person will have to decide whether he should attend this particular question or not, because he has studied all the 10 chapters. There is one person who has studied 10 chapters and one person who has studied 7 chapters. Now a person who has studied 10 chapters, he will have to think that should I attend this question first or this question first. This is a chapter which I know if I attend this question I can get 2 marks, if I attend this question I can get 3 marks. He will be having that confusion. But if a person has studied only 7 chapters and is 100% sure of those 7 chapters, he can skip the 3 questions which he does not want to attend. He can skip those 3 questions he does not want to attend. His mind is very clear that I am going to write this question first, I am going to write this question second, and he will be able to complete his paper in a proper and systematic manner, and in a manner wherein he can get maximum marks when compared to the other person who is not able to decide which question to attend first. So my humble request is that plan your studies properly. See, one thing which will make you successful is only your planning. Sit today or take a day's time, sit tomorrow, okay, tomorrow write, take a calendar, write all the dates. Say tomorrow is 9th, okay, from 10th I am going to start, 10th of February, 10th, 11th, 12th, etc. Write each and every single date, and give yourself a particular target, that on this day this is what I want to achieve, on this day this is what I want to achieve, or I have to complete this particular syllabus, etc. Give targets to yourself. Only if you give targets to yourself, then only you will be able to achieve that particular goal. Now what will happen in this case, once you write, say you make this for next 2 months, okay, date wise you make it for next 2 months, and last 1 month you keep for your revision purpose. Now in a single day, whenever you are writing this, you will be able to understand that there are a lot of things which you have to study. And if you miss studying something for a single day, then the next day is hampered. Okay, say for example, first day I think of studying supply under GST and under Costing I study some budgetary control, and accounting I study say hire purchase system. Okay, see, I'm just hypothetically taking some examples. Now if you are able to complete, now because say costing and FR is a practical subject, you'll start that first. Oh wow, I'll do practical subjects, etc. You are able to complete this, and you are able to complete only 50% of your GST or supply topic. Now what will happen, this 50% which is not completed by you, you will have to do it tomorrow. Now if you are shifting it to tomorrow, then your tomorrow subject will also be shifted. If you are again shifting this will become a chain. Now once it becomes a chain, no, it will hurt you a lot. Once it becomes a chain, no, it will hurt you a lot. Sir, why sir it will hurt me a lot? Because the compounding effect is something which you all know. Is Einstein has told that compound interest is 8th wonder of the world. Why sir? Because 1 rupee, tomorrow it will become 2 rupees, day after tomorrow 4 rupees, then 8 rupees, 16 rupees, etc. It will keep on doubling. Once it has doubled, you will get frustrated that I am not able to complete the syllabus only. Then you will start deciding, sir, I will give only one group, sir, I will give first group only or second group only. So better you decide first. Say if you are a person who is writing both the groups, okay, if you are writing group 1 also and group 2 also, meaning if you are a person who is writing the examination, who has to complete both the groups of your examination, whenever you are studying, decide, or whenever you are making this calendar, the study planning, etc., please make sure that you at least complete one subject or one particular group at a time. Meaning it should not happen that you select, whenever you are say whenever this timetable is made, it should not happen that first group 2 papers you have taken, second group 2 papers you have taken. In that case, what will happen, by end of 2 months, if you are able to complete only these 4 papers, no, or 5 papers, then you will not be in a situation to identify whether I should give first group or second group. So as in time the exam date comes near, you will decide, oh my god, I could not complete two subjects of second group. I'll do one thing, I'll give only my first group. Now what will happen, the efforts which you have given in the first 2 paper which you studied in the second groups is of no use now, because this is something which you are not going to study only, or this is something which you are not going to write in examination only. So better please make sure that your study plan which you are making should be systematic. It should either cover the first group all the subject, or the second group all the subject. It should cover group wise subject only. See, once say by end of March you are able to complete all the subjects of group 1. Now you have only 1 month's time in the month of May for your examination. Now you will be able to decide whether I will be able to study all the 4 subjects of group 2 or not. That time you will be able to decide by yourself, oh yeah, if I study group 2 now, I will not be able to complete anything. What I can do, I will take one paper which is my favorite paper, I will aim in getting exemption in that paper, and I'll write my first group. So there are 3 papers which you will not have to study only. There are 3 papers which you don't have to study only, and you will be able to clear your first group also. And see, I will not suggest this to any students, okay? I don't suggest normally. I prefer writing both the groups and clearing both the groups, but your study plan should be in that manner wherein you clear one, you complete studying one group first, and then study your second group, whichever group it is. Whether if you like first group, study first group. If you like second group, study your second group. So whichever group it is, it does not matter. It is solely on you. You know which subject you are good at. You know which are the topics which you are interested at. So try completing that topic. Once you complete your studies of, say, once you complete your complete in the sense, once you clear your examination, whether it is first group or second group, you can then join to your articleship, correct? You can then join your articleship. Now you will get 3 years of time to complete your second group. Assuming you complete in next 1 year, you complete your second group in next 1 year, or first group, whichever group you are writing, you can write any of the group. As I told you, it is purely on you. You should decide which are the subject which you are good at, which are the subject you are not good at, and accordingly make your study plan, and accordingly complete your groups, etc. So you have 3 years of time now during this articleship period, complete your second group also, and once it is done during the final year, start your CA final coaching, etc., and whatever you want to do. So you can start that also. So it is not that a person who is writing the examination should always write both the groups and clear both the groups at a time. It is not like that. You clear one group, then you clear second group. It is all on you. See, please note, this is something which should be decided by you. I would not suggest anyone, because I am a person who wrote both the groups both the groups and cleared both the groups. But if we are not confident enough on a particular group or a particular subject, then why to waste our time reading that group completely and reading the other group also? Will not the balancing will not happen properly, will not be on the right side also and not be on the left side also. So at least be at one side, at least complete group 1 and then go for group 2, or at least complete group 2 and then go for group 1. That is how you should prepare your study plan, whatever it is. Okay, so make sure that you do this properly. And my humble request, this I keep on repeating, see, majority of the students in India are students whose minds are average, actually average in the sense, sir, who at a time, say when I read, once I read, it is something which will not fit in my mind, correct? It is not a movie which I am watching. It is not a story which someone is telling, that the flow of the story is in my mind now. So I feel that majority of the students in India, at least 70% I will take. Okay, I'll compare in my family only, me and my brother. I have an younger brother. My younger brother, if he reads something, whatever kind of book you give him, if he reads something, it is registered in his mind. Tomorrow or 2 days afterwards also, if you ask him what was there in that book or what did you study in that book, he will be able to answer. But in my case, if I read the same line for 5 times also, and after 5 minutes if you ask me what was there in that line, I will not be able to answer. So my mind is like that. So I feel majority of the people minds are also like my mind, who needs practice for their studies. So what is this practice? This practice is your revision. This practice is your revision. So the more you revise a particular subject, the more confident you will feel. Not only one subject, whatever topic you are studying. And always make sure you have 2 subjects which you are very confident on. Meaning, even today, say you are studying, and even one day before examination, even in the middle of the night, if someone wakes you up and asks you to solve some problem on this or ask you some question on that particular topic, you should be able to answer it. You make sure that there are at least 2 subjects like that which will help you clear your examination. See, getting 40 is easy, but getting 50 is difficult. That is what happens in examination. You can get 40 in your examination, but getting that 50 is very difficult. You will get 40s, you will get marks in 40s, etc. But getting that 50s is difficult. So if you have one subject where you can get 70, and there are other 2 subjects you are able to get only 40, and there is one subject which you are able to get 50, then how much will you get, sir? 70 plus 40 plus 40 plus 50. You have cleared your examination. So make sure that there is 1 or 2 subject which you are very confident on, and you will be, even in the middle of the night, if someone wakes you up and asks you about that particular question, you are able to answer. Even I had subjects like this. I love practical subjects. I hate theory subjects. See, this is my personal opinion which I am sharing. Okay, this is my personal thing which I am sharing with you. I say like audit, law, etc. is something which I never liked, and I got very less marks in that. But there are theory papers like costing, like FR, like meaning accounts, like GST, indirect taxes, like taxation, like SFM, etc. They were something which I used to love. Anytime you ask me something about it, I used to enjoy solving those questions, or I used to enjoy loving it. And because of this subject only, I could clear my examination also, both intermediate and final level. So make sure that there is one subject at least wherein you should be able to minimum get 70 marks. Minimum 70 should be required. Minimum 70. It can be any paper. I would suggest personally, go for practical paper, because practical paper is something wherein the examiner will not have any chance of deducting any marks. Theory paper, he may deduct some marks depending upon his mood, but in case of practical paper, they will not have that chances of deducting your marks or cutting your marks. So make sure that you plan your studies properly. I mean, I will not increase this video length, the video length. So my only suggestion to you is, please make sure that you concentrate properly, revise maximum number of times, and please be happy that you have the COVID situation has gone now. Please be happy that you were a person, one among those person who could write, at least go in the exam hall, sit in the exam hall with all those risks and write the examination. I will also try to show you one more video which I took yesterday. Yesterday, no, in front of my house there was a person who was cutting the tree. See this person. I don't know whether it is visible to you or not. I hope now it will be visible to you. Okay, now see this person. Okay, I mean, there is some positive things also which you can take from this, and negative things also which you can take from this. I take positive things only. Whatever you see in life, take positive things only. See this person over here. You are able to see there is a person on the top, correct? There is this person over here, correct? See this person, he's doing some type of cutting work now. I mean, he's fixing something. He's cutting that coconut tree. Now if you see this person who has come down, he had no support at all. He had no support at all. I'll just show this video to you again. That person had no support. This person who is sitting over here, no, I just need my glasses. This person who is sitting over here has no support at all. He has no support at all. Just look at the way he is doing this work. He has come down. See, he has come down over here. You can see this person. He has no support at all. A person is risking his life only for cutting this tree. See, the other person also, he goes, okay. This other person is also going. Now see how he uses what is that machine called as? That machine which we have, tree cutting machine. Now this person is sending the tree cutting machine to him. Now this person is cutting the machine tree over here. He's cutting the tree. Look at the way he's cutting the tree. There is a risk that he can cut his own body, but still he's cutting this tree. Correct? He comes down. Again, there is no support at all. There is no support at all. It is just that they are going to the tree and they are just they broke this tree, and this is how the tree was cut. Okay. Now there are positive things also which you can take from this, and negative things also which you can take. Okay, so this was what was cut at the end, so which I wanted to show. Okay, now there are positive things also which you can take from this, and there are negative things also, sir. Sir, what are the negative things, you tell me, sir? Now most of the people will come see the negative things, sir. Coconut tree, sir, they are cutting a coconut tree. It takes lot of time for a coconut tree to grow, etc. It takes lot of efforts for the tree, for a particular tree to be installed, etc. Yes, we understand, everyone understand, but I don't know why that lady, that is an old lady who stays right opposite to my house, I don't know why she cut this particular tree. But anyways, see the positive thing. What are the positive things over here? You see a person. Do you think any person can just climb the tree? Don't you think that person who climbed that tree without any support, he would have practiced so much, he would have put so much efforts, he would have put so much efforts to learn how to say climb that coconut tree? And coconut trees are very difficult to climb because it is just round and there is no support also which you will get proper support. So your hand should be very rough or whatever it is. I have no idea about that because I have not never climbed the coconut tree. Now see, that person who has climbed the tree is risking his life so that he can earn something in his life. Now that person can be your father. In the sense, I'm just talking in general sense. He also must be a father of a boy or a girl. He is working or he's risking his life so that he can make some money and provide a basic education to their kids, so that he can make some money and provide something to their children's or their family members, etc. We should thank God that at least we are blessed enough that our parents are not doing such kind of work. We should be very thankful for God that we don't have such kind of situation in life. Correct? Now, after becoming a chartered accountant, cost accountant, or company secretary, it is just one signature. We'll sit somewhere, we'll put one signature, and we are qualified. Now for that signature, no, you will have to work like that. You will have to work like these people. Now these people are risking their life for cutting the tree, but you will have to put the efforts which they had put before climbing the tree. Before climbing the tree, in the sense, this is just a 5 minutes, they just climb the tree, they cut the efforts. But for this 5 minutes work which they have done, that person would have taken 20 years to learn this particular art of climbing a coconut tree, etc. So make sure that you give your 100% in whatever you are studying. Make sure that you revise your syllabus properly, revise whatever you are doing, and I would like to tell you all the very best for your examination, coming examination, if you have not cleared, and those who have cleared, all the very best for your futures. You're now one step closer to your goal, which is becoming a chartered accountant, cost accountant, or a company secretary. And please feel free to message me. Please note, I don't pick any calls on this number, okay? I normally don't pick any calls on this number, okay? I see many of the students calling me, but please note, I don't pick calls on this number. You can WhatsApp me, you can send a voice note on WhatsApp. That is always permissible. I will always respond to you. You can ask my student, obviously if you are a student, you will be knowing. If you have asked some doubt to me, you will be knowing. Within 24 hours, you will get my reply, and reply will be sent by me only. I am only using this phone. The WhatsApp is installed over here only. I am only using it. So whatever you send within 24 hours, I am going to give you a reply. Okay friends, so thanks a lot. Let us make sure that you revise properly and clear your examination very soon. And till then, tada, bye bye, enjoy. Let us meet very soon in the next video, which will be with regard to revision or something like that. Thanks a lot, or amendments, etc. Thanks a lot. Tada, bye bye, see you.